And welcome back to According to Tom. My name is Tom. On today's episode, we are reviewing probably the best comic book movie this year. That is Fantastic Four. Come join us. Per usual, I have my co-host here, Dave. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. It's been a good weekend. I was in Florida for a day
Oh, a four.
for work,
Oh,
and then came back yesterday. It was hot and muggy, but I liked Florida a lot, actually.
the humidity.
I mean, it was pretty bad. The humidity was 90 degrees. The humidity was, I mean, was thick and you can feel it. But I just like how green it is over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I told my wife, I was like, we should move there. She said, let's do it.
So you're thinking Florida then, huh?
We're thinking. If I can get a job there, I think we might. It's as much as I like Arizona, it's, I don't know, just not where I want to be. That's how I feel. But we'll see. We'll see how where it takes us. We are getting a, for those of you who don't know, we are LDS and we're getting a new temple here 2 miles down from us, and so
It's pretty
should be
close.
pretty exciting. And so,
Yeah.
anyways, how's your weekend?
Uh, it's good. Speaking of LDS, our entire stake ward boundaries were redrawn.
Oh,
So the entire stake is like our ward got cut up into like four different wards.
whoa.
Yeah. So there's hurt feelings, there's disappointment, there's excitement. It's
Uh,
like this whole roller coaster of emotions with the folks. So
get
yeah,
over it. Get over it, folks. Get over it.
we're
Feeling hurting. Come on.
the Daves of our lives is going to do a crossover podcast with Tom on Wednesday. By the way,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
our simple man's gospel.
Simple Minds Gospel. So tune into that. Dave's in charge of that channel. He's good at it. So, anyways, yeah, it's that's exciting for you guys.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think
I've
new.
never been in a stake that's been reorganized like this. So.
I've never been to my ward's going to get split next week,
Oh,
so I've never been in a ward where we get split. So interesting to see, but nothing changed for us mainly. But the other half of people that's going to be gone is going to be a new ward. So for those who don't know what wards are, that's just our groups of people who meet within the geographic area and well, congregation, as you want to call it. And so,
yeah.
but anyways, on today's episode, folks, Fantastic Four, first step.
Fantastic Four.
There you go. The more when I first heard of that, I thought it was really annoying, but
Did it grow on you?
it grew on me, man. If it's so, yeah. So this past Friday, Fantastic Four opened everywhere, all across the United States, as well as worldwide. Right now, it's actually made just as much as Superman. Uh, Domestically, it made a little less, but worldwide total made more by 1 million, maybe or 2 million. So,
Okay. Wow.
and at this time on Rotten Tomato, it's at 88% for critics. It's gonna come down. I think it'll come down to 83, 82. I think believe there, and it's at like 90 something for 93 or 90 something for audience. And so
It's pretty. It's doing pretty good as far as what
really
it
good.
released. Okay,
It's
cool.
doing really good. It's doing better than Superman, in my opinion. And so, but but
I
Superman
mean,
had,
it already is. You said it's a million worldwide. It's a million
I
more.
know, and it's only been
It's
out.
only been
Yes,
out for 3 days.
yeah. So well, it's one of Marvel's best work in a very long time, and so Fantastic Four. This is the first time that's been done in this universe, the MCU. We've had other versions of this in 2005, in 2000
14.
six 2007 or so. I don't know. And then 2015.
2015.
That's with Josh Trank, and that one didn't do so well. But
Yeah.
none of those three movies were good. They weren't good at all. They were terrible. Um, they weren't like I don't know. I mean, if you go
I
back
don't
and
think the
watch
first
it,
one was terrible.
it
It
was
was
terrible.
very campy.
That's terrible.
It was very campy.
I guess you can
But
say
it
that.
was like I don't know. It was kind of this like almost I wouldn't say renaissance, but almost a renaissance of comic book IP in the pop
True.
culture. And so I think that the 2005 one, it was what it was. It was a product of its time.
At this time, I do agree. But if you're going to compare that one to this one, to
Oh yeah, you
2000
can't compare
is
it. There's no comparison. I agree with you there.
so let's start with you, Dave. What is
Okay.
your let's start with the like your first thoughts and impression about this movie, and then we'll go on and we'll go into like the good and the bad, things that
Okay.
didn't work, things that work for you. So what's your first thoughts
First
when it comes to
thoughts.
Fantastic Four?
Um, it is. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Like it takes place in completely different world or Earth than what
828.
we've seen. Yeah. So this is Earth 828 versus most of what we've seen in the MCU is Earth 616.
Yeah.
So
828 stands for Jack Kirby's
Jack Kirby.
huh?
Yeah, Jack Kirby.
Birthday.
Yeah.
So that's
Um,
pretty cool.
yeah, first impressions was I feel like the I'm gonna go into what I liked if that's first impressions
Yeah.
was this was a good movie.
We can go into it, yeah.
So things that I really like that stood out: visual effects, the set design, the pacing was really good. That wasn't overdone with comedy.
Thank you.
There wasn't like any like real messaging in this movie either. So
No.
it was it was what we've needed for from a Fantastic Four.
Yep.
I That's what I would say. It's what we've needed. So first impressions, it's a good movie.
Good movie.
The other
Uh
thing that stuck out to me was um the the Incredibles.
oh yeah.
The
Well the
Incredibles is like a direct parody of the Fantastic Four.
well yeah.
So that I mean the powers mirror like three of the four. So it's
Well
it stood out.
remember,
But the set design though too, right? Like this retro futuristic
yeah.
analog high tech society
But
is kind of what we see in the Incredibles too.
we should but make sure people know that The Incredibles m- came
It's
after.
yes, the
So
Incredibles is a parody of the Fantastic.
Fantastic Four. Thank you.
The Fantastic Four came first,
That's the right terms.
and the Incredibles just did it better than anything we saw before from the for the
Uh,
Fantastic Four. And then
animation
Disney
animations
decided, let's just mirror that because it worked.
animation's
That's
a
the
little bit
feeling I
better.
got. Yeah,
It's
yeah, but
it's a
they did
lot
it really well.
easier.
They did it really well with this. I
I
think
do agree.
this was good, done well. Yeah, those things that I liked.
My first impression is I love this movie. I think everything that you just said, the pacing was perfect. Hey, how about that? We can go back and have scenes from for before they became Fantastic Four, and it
Oh yeah,
worked.
yeah. They had a montage.
And it
It
worked
worked
because
really well.
and you know why? It's because this is the first time in the MCU that we're introduced to this group of people, and yet we get thrown into them. They've been famous in this world for years now, and
Yeah.
yet we're okay to come back and have scenes that shows how they became. It wasn't even like the whole entire origin story. Hey, how about that? That works, right? Like, why couldn't you do that with Superman? Everybody disagreed with me every time. That's how you do it. You did it the way that you didn't have to go back to write or
Yeah, they
do.
didn't. They didn't. This wasn't an origin story,
No, it
right? They didn't
wasn't.
show how they got the powers. They didn't show the cosmic storm.
No.
They
But
just
but
explained
you
it.
hear it though. You do
Yep.
hear it in a sense. But yet, hey, you introducing this is what I'm talking about when I mean when I talk about Superman, how both of you and Paul say, "Oh, we didn't need an origin scene or whatever." I
But
disagree with
I
that.
mean, we didn't. though. We didn't have an origin story.
We didn't need an origin story for this one, and it worked when they go back and talked about it. I'm saying that if you're going to introduce something to a universe that you built, that the first time it comes on, give a little bit background of where they come from. It gives you more of a weight, especially when it comes to Ben. What's his name? What's the name of
Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm? You know why he's like that, but yet if you didn't go back to how he was in this universe, I'm talking about the MCU. If you didn't
Yeah.
have a flashback who he was before and why he looked so down when he looked at himself and he doesn't look like that anymore, it doesn't get weight because you don't know what he how he looked before that. You get a glimpse of how he was to be or who he is now, and you get why he's sad, why he feel he doesn't fit in. He's the only one that can't hide his power, and
Right.
that's something is something an audience needs to understand from emotional aspect. Because if you just show him just Ben Grimm without who he was before, and you have that emotional scene, you're like, it does to me, it doesn't hold up because you have to understand where he come from. For this universe, we have
Yeah, and
other
I mean, he even visited he did visit the place where he grew
grew
up.
up.
Like
Yep.
pointed out the apartment that he grew up in. So
So I'm saying is, yeah, we have other Fantastic Four. We know their origin story from the other one, but if you're going to introduce them to this universe, give some type of background of where they come from, who they were before.
yeah, I would say that Superman did do that. They didn't do it as well,
No, not
but they
well.
did do it. It was there. It is there.
Which
There's const
part?
there's well the opening scene that says 3 centuries ago, 3 decades ago, 3 years ago, three blah 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 blah. But then there's
Mm.
constant reference to his powers, to Luther studying him. They didn't I it's there. It is there. It's just not done as
It's
well as
not
what
that
they
as
did
one
here.
as well, yeah, and I agree. Maybe to a experience, I maybe come a little bit back off of that when it comes, but still, I think they could have done what Fantastic Four did in that aspect where they
They
didn't
would have
have.
had to cut out a lot in that movie to do it because
The,
that probably would have taken 10 minutes of runtime.
but
Because
wait,
that movie was very over. It was overstuffed.
you're talking about Superman? I
Yes,
agree with yeah. And
yeah,
here's
they
the
would have had to
thing,
take a lot, to be able to do what the
and
Fantastic
that's
Four
the more I think about it, the more I did not like this movie, man. Superman.
did.
I
All right, let's get
I
off Superman. Let's talk
I
about
know.
Fantastic Four.
So that's one thing that they did right. Hey, they did that right. Just exactly how I wanted it for Superman. And so, secondly, what I love about this movie is the acting. It's
Oh
top,
yeah, yeah.
the chemistry between all four. Fantastic, no pun intended. You feel, man, Pedro Pascal. I don't like his politics. I don't like his views and
But
things.
him as an actor.
But him as an actor is incredible. I will give flowers to those who are great at things. He can do it all, folks. From playing a bisexual in Game of Thrones to playing Red Reacher to playing The Last of Us. There's so many like different type of acting that he can do. It's amazing. I people had this thing like, man, I don't like it. I don't like him being Red Richard. I thought he was perfect. The way he talked, the
What
way
were the
he
credits saying about? Yeah, like
because he
the
wasn't
way
white.
that he
Because
enunciated himself in this movie,
yeah.
like the way like he portrayed this consistent problem thinker,
Oh
like
yeah.
he felt like the leader of this team. He did.
But on top of that, it's not only that he was willing to take on other people's opinion and discuss it with his team. He's a
Oh
great
yeah,
leader,
yeah,
and he's the smartest guy in the world.
yep.
And Pedro, I believe that so great. Vanessa Kirby is she is the MVP of this. I think she is the glue of this team, and she had one of the a powerful speech when she walked out into the crowd. And by the way,
My Christian bias came out in that
what do you mean?
when she was giving that speech. My Christian bias came out,
Oh,
and I was like, oh,
I
"You're not
know,
willing to sacrifice your one child
I know.
for the rest of the save to save the world." I know someone that was, and he was a perfect being.
but that's different, man. I mean,
It is totally different.
I'm not
But that
comparing that.
was, I'm just saying,
I
my
know.
religious bias came out.
Right
But
when
I
she did
agree with,
that,
I agree with you.
yeah.
That was a great scene.
And hey, guess what? They also have a pet robot, just like Superman had
That
pet
was
crypto.
that
And,
was a little weird. The petting of the robot was a little weird. That was the one thing that was just a little
oh, I
odd.
loved it because that robot didn't interrupt,
Uh,
important
I
scenes
yeah, I agree. I agree with you. This side character that serves a purpose.
and served the purpose well. Like
Yes.
he didn't it wasn't like a what's that word up like in front of your face and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
like there's key emotional aspect. There's no joke. I I think the acting in this is top notch. My other thing that I like about this is the dialogue. There is
Yeah. Okay.
there's no corny dialogues. There's no like the dialogue flows with with everybody. The chemistry is incredible. I already mentioned that, and the writing and the dialogue in this is top notch. Um, I think that's everything. I mean, Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah.
I
The
loved her,
visuals
man.
of the Silver Surfer were awesome.
Awesome, dude.
The
And
surfing of the Silver Surfer was awesome in the lava tube, in the wormhole. Yeah,
everything, man.
it was so fun. It was fun.
It
It was
was
fun to
fun.
watch,
And
but
then
it
you
was
get
intense too.
no, and then you get a little bit of Interstellar in there with
Oh
the
yeah.
black hole and
Yep.
shooting stuff in. It is awesome. Galactus,
Oh yeah, Galactus. The visuals,
perfect.
like we actually saw Galactus,
We actually saw him, perfect.
and
And
he spoke and he
man,
interacted with these characters,
incredible. I
gave
think
that character some personality
I
and some
did.
motivation and some backstory.
Well, if you know the backstory of their son,
Franklin.
Franklin, he is very powerful. He can warp. He can change reality. He can create reality. He can create worlds. He can do a lot of things. His power is tremendously powerful, and only Doom can actually might rival that. But even
Did you say
then,
that this is a spoiler review?
this is a spoiler review, guys. So sorry. I'm gonna put it on. It's okay. It's already on
Okay.
the
All right. All
thumbnail.
right.
Check the
On
thumbnail.
the thumbnail.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
So I I enjoy this movie. Like there's so many Easter egg in there. The very first the montage of them being superhero, in the city.
Yeah.
They fight that big monster that came out of the ground. That's right out of the comics. This
Oh, the mole man.
the moment people okay, I know I'm gonna compare it to Superman because it is. I'm comparing it. They're superhero movies. Everybody says this Superman, James Gunn Superman is like the comic booky, and I kind of see that, but this Fantastic Four is definitely comic book, like it's straight out of the
Yeah.
comics.
Down to the uniforms.
Uniforms, the way who they fight, the way everything is just and I love the director is the same director who directed WandaVision, and you know how much I love
Oh, really?
WandaVision. Yep,
Okay.
same person, and he's gonna be helming X-Men, folks. I believe it's
Oh, okay.
no, not him, not him. It's somebody else. I think it's the guy from that did Thunderbolt might be doing the X-Men. So, but
Okay.
he should be doing. He's good. He's a great director, and everything in there. I love. I love this movie, and I haven't said that about the MCU in a very long time, and so. You have anything else? Anything that you like?
Um, yeah, yeah, I, I think that's it.
Okay, let's
Like
go
I think this was this was done very well.
very well. And the comedy didn't overbear it. Like it was funny. Johnny is hilarious, man. It was
Yeah.
perfect. He
I
was
was a little the first like probably 10 minutes of the movie, I wasn't sure
hmm
about it, but as it went on, the character like became more what would expect. His timing, Yeah,
and
his motivation.
and his, his the way he figure out the language and
Oh
he's
yeah, yeah, that was
and all
dope.
that is funny. My favorite part of him, I didn't see this coming, but that he was going to sacrifice himself.
Oh yeah,
I thought that would have been freaking what like his character has never been that way. I don't think I've never seen any other movie where he's willing to do it for it. But of course, Silver Surfer came and kind of took that spot.
yeah, yeah.
Everything is my favorite line now is I herald your beginning, I
Oh,
herald your end, I herald Galactus. It's my
yeah.
favorite line is okay, that there's so many more we can talk about the good. We'll probably when we start talking more, something might come up. But let's talk about things that didn't work for you. I mean, this movie isn't perfect, and even I have to admit that. And so,
Sure.
but there are something to me that could have been better. Let me start. I think this
Yeah,
movie
go
could have.
ahead.
I think this movie could have been a little bit longer. There could have been some another drawn out more towards where I wanted that relation. How like is the relationship between the Silver Surfer and Galactus? I wanted more like, well, why? I know she sacrificed herself, but like I wanted a little bit like the conversation. Is there a conversation between those two, like a dialogue between them? And
Yeah, it was just a flashback memory, huh?
flashback memory, which it wasn't bad, but I would like that context of that scene. Uh, like the Mole Man, played by Walter Paul. What's his name?
I know who he is, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I know he served the purpose. And it's by the way,
yeah.
that whole storyline with him and Sue, the montage of him they making an agreement, that's straight out of the comics as well. That really happened in the comics. They made a peace treaty between the underground people and the top people. And at first,
Subterranea.
Terrania, it kind of threw me off because he I don't know how the mole man in the comics is read. I didn't read that part. I don't know if he was like a serious guy or a jokey guy, but when he came on, it kind of threw me off a little bit because his character because remember,
Behold the
yeah,
Underminer.
we're so used to like, we're introduced to these four and then this guy goes thrown in and he's like very jokey and
Yeah,
like
he's campy. He's campy.
campy. But it kind of threw me off a little bit, but then as it goes, I can accept it because the other four were so great that kind of brought his character out, and he was willing to help, all that. So that's one of the things that I kind of threw me off. Um, I wanted other thing is I like what's his name?
Reed Richards.
Red Richard. I like Richard. I like his character, but I want more of his power. We didn't get to see much of how what he could do with his
It
power.
was a lot of like his brain.
Yeah, and rightfully so, because he is the smartest guy
Yeah.
on that earth. And so I would have loved to see him do more with his power. Yes, we see some. I mean, we see Sue Storm, how powerful.
Oh yeah.
Can
Yeah.
can I just say that scene is so powerful when she knew she
She
basically
knocks when she's pushing Galactus back.
yeah, oh my gosh, her power, and she died. She
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
But I remember I was just like I'm like, watch this. Her son's gonna bring her back because that's how powerful he is.
Yeah.
And the emotional part in that part, it was I had little tears because it's the mother, it's the parenting, like, and Pedro Pascal sold that scene for me, man. Like I love that scene. There wasn't any eyeball in the background trying to make joke.
Yeah.
There wasn't a crypto trying to come up and be
Uh
stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going back to that. And so
Yeah.
I love that scene. So that's the other thing that
So
I wish there was more is that Red Richard,
yeah,
Mr. Fantastic, or what's his name? Stretch.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I wish they would have explored his power even more. And so uh there might be
Yeah.
more, but that's about it for me. Anything
I
else that you didn't like?
um geez, I was not as critical of this movie as you are. I'm trying to think of what didn't work for me.
The
Um
pacing was fine. The tone was
yeah,
great.
that was good. I geez. Maybe Johnny could have been a little more cocky, but
I
I
would,
feel like he was
you know
pretty
what?
cocky.
I would
Uh,
agree with you in that one. But
yeah.
but I like this iteration of
I don't
Johnny
know,
better
4 years
though.
after, like he's kind of like they've come together as a team.
Team, yeah.
So him not being as hot headed makes sense for this context.
Yep.
Um, the going back to that scene where Sue is like, my thought was you hear about the stories of women that get super strength to save their child from a burning building or getting crushed by a car. And that's like the ultimate mom fighting for her son. And I was like, this is, it makes total sense, right? That rush of adrenaline, she's willing to do whatever she has
Yeah. I
to
think
save
it,
her son.
I
That was
think
cool.
I think that's for everybody. I think even for fathers, I think we would do the same. And at that moment, I don't think I can't say his name. Richard, what's his name? Reed
Richard.
Richard doesn't have enough. I don't think he was strong enough to be able to do anything. Sue was the
Yeah.
only one that had that capability with her power that can force and I mean she choked Silver
Yeah.
Surfer at that one scene. Remember that?
Yep.
When
Yeah.
yeah, and so you know her power can do that physical, do a physical harm to somebody else's without having to touch them, and so yeah, so
Here's
I
one thing that this is being hypercritical, and maybe it's me not knowing the backstory of Galactus as well,
hmm
but this being predates their known universe, right? But it takes him how many months to travel to Earth, where there's the Silver Surfers going back and forth and back and forth, and they can get there in a wormhole that Reed created.
well I don't
So
think
why can't Galactus travel faster?
I don't know. He's pretty big, dude.
So what?
He's
There's like,
I don't know if he has that technology that they do
it's
though.
been around forever.
I
Why
mean,
not? Why wouldn't he have that technology? Like he's able to give the Silver Surfer these cosmic powers to travel and hijack a wormhole and faster than light back and forth from Earth to wherever he's at. But he can't travel that fast. Is that really his curse? Is he has to have the Silver Surfer go ahead and warn these planets that he's coming to give them a chance? Like, I get the motivation of the Silver Surfer, but why can't Galactus travel faster than light? That doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, why can't oversized truck goes faster? Because it's heavy. I don't know. I don't find that any like I don't.
It can go as fast. It won't be able to slow down as fast.
I don't know. Maybe he's going through each world and why rush to that world when I can get these world too as I go? I don't know.
That,
I don't see any issue with that part. Maybe there isn't technology that he has that can warble his entire
just
huge.
saying, just saying. Being that powerful, that old,
Oh, I don't know if he's that powerful. I think he's just big.
and he gave the Silver Surfer her powers.
That's the other thing. Actually, I'm not script, but I like to know the source of that power. I
Yeah.
mean, besides the fact that I didn't, I mean, I'm sure I think he's part of the Celestial, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah. Probably.
He was actually a human. He was some type of, he had power. He was human size, and something happened to his planet, and he put himself in this egg that I'm not sure if I'm doing, I just remember just hearing about this. He trapped himself in this egg, and this egg somehow gave him power to grow. And as he hatched, he came out of the egg hatch, he became what he became, which
Hmm.
is Galactus. Now, I can be totally wrong. I am not completely sure when it comes to his power. That's one thing I should have looked up, but I mean, I don't have an issue with him going slow. He is pretty big, so I don't know about the technology. I don't know why. I don't know. I
I
don't
mean, he's
know.
not bigger than a city.
He's By the way, he can be bigger. You know
Oh,
that, right?
okay. I know. I don't. I didn't.
Yeah, he can make himself.
In this iteration,
Oh,
he
okay.
wasn't bigger.
He can make himself small as a human as well as big
Hmm.
as a universe, just so you know
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyways, okay, anything
That's
else?
that's one thing that I just don't, maybe I just don't understand, but
He doesn't have the technology.
doesn't
Okay.
have the technology to travel as fast as Reed Richards does. So
But Red Reacher is
oh,
smarter, just remember that. And
he's
so
smarter than Galactus.
10 times smarter than Galactus.
Okay.
Anything
Uh,
else?
no.
No? Okay. Let's talk about the post-credit scene really quick.
Oh yeah, it was very short.
Very short, but the end one was stupid. I mean,
Yeah, that
folks,
didn't.
yeah. If I mean, it's just a tribute to Jack. Is it Kirby? Jack Kirby,
Oh
right?
yeah, Jack Kirby.
Yeah, and he's a creator of Fantastic Four. And don't stay don't if you go see the movie,
It's not worth staying to
don't
the
stick around for the
end
very
credit.
end. But the one before
The mid
that,
credit scene.
oh my gosh, when Doom came in, I was like, what? I saw Doom, I screamed, I was like, ah!
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was
There was
excited.
like a subtle nod to Latveria
Yep, yep,
early in the movie, and that was
because
it. But he was
be,
there was no one at the seat.
you want to tell the audience what that city,
So the
that's
Future Foundation, is that what it
yeah,
is?
so that's
It's
the
kind of
city
like a United Nations that Sue Storm forms in this universe.
formed, and that city belongs to Victor Von Doom.
Latveria.
The very yeah, is where he's from
Yeah.
and where he conquers, and so it wasn't there, and so there's a reason why, and so I can't wait. I can't wait for
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Avengers
It'll be
Doomsday.
interesting to see how they're gonna flesh him out. So there's,
I'm
I
curious
think
to see how they're going to bring all this together.
I'm curious. Well, hey, you know what? You got to get Marvel this as pops. That's two movies in a row. That's good. I like the Thunderbolt a lot, actually. I rewatched that
Yeah.
again on
So
my
we
flight.
see the ship in the Thunderbolts, so they
Yep.
must have done some like interdimensional travel
Well,
or multiversal travel.
people have said that that might not be the Fantastic Four. That might be Doctor Doom in
Oh,
that.
is that Doom coming
Yeah,
from that
they're
Earth
saying
to 828?
it's 828. So that's speculation. Yeah. So I mean, I'm going to say it right now. I like the Thunderbolt better than Superman, and so I rewatched that again. I thought it was a very good movie, and that it plays well with what it was given the B character B
Yeah,
list
the B.
character, and
Yeah.
they made it work. And so and that the director of Thunderbolt has known to direct what are those what's the word I'm looking for when you put a group together ensemble that he's
Yeah.
good at getting people to come together as a group as an ensemble movie, and so he's really good at that.
Is it the Russo brothers doing the Avengers
Yes, they are. In
movies there?
fact,
Okay.
the post-credit scene for Thunderbolts and the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four was directed by the Russo brothers.
Oh,
And
really?
so, yep,
Okay.
they were the one that did that. And so, I, I mean, I'm excited. And the post-credit scene, you see, Franklin grew up and he can talk now. He's
Oh, yeah. It's what, 4 years?
4 years later, and I wonder what his power is gonna be like. Man, I mean, he's like, you know how much I love Wanda, Scarlet Witch, and she's how powerful she is.
Yeah.
There's two people that I think is more powerful than she. There's others, but the one that rivals her is
Franklin
Franklin
Richards.
and Doom. Doom is that
Okay.
powerful. And so we'll see what happens. Anything else about this? I mean, Fantastic Four, anything else you can think of?
No,
Uh,
no. I'm just wondering how are the Russos going to bring all this together?
I'm curious too. I mean, hey, they've directed Winter Soldier, which by
Yeah.
far is one of the best
Yeah. I
MCU
watched it
movie.
again just a little while ago. I
So
love that
good.
movie.
And then you've
Yeah.
got
That
Civil War. They did Civil War. They did Infinity War, and they
Infinity
did
War and
Endgame.
Endgame.
So they're 4 for 4. Those are all great movies.
Yeah.
I like Infinity War better than Endgame. I don't know why. I think it just comes together better. But Endgame was great too. And now they're 4 for 4. So they besides outside of MCU, they haven't been so great.
The
They did,
Russos?
yeah, they did a lot of Netflix film that just didn't do so well, and so,
What did they
but
do? What have they done?
Extraction 1 and 2,
Oh, yeah. Chris Hemsworth.
yeah, it wasn't so great.
Yeah. It's just like an action flick. There wasn't
Yeah,
any substance there.
Electric State, whatever that one with Pratt with the big with the robot
That was
uprising.
the Russos?
Those were the Russos, but I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was
Yeah.
fun, the
I
movie,
thought it
but
was fine.
yeah. So we'll see what happened.
In Community,
Yeah, well,
he's
that's where they
depleted.
came from. Yeah. So they were a comedy duo director before they became an MCU, and so I'm excited. You got to give them the two movies so far. It's good, and so. But let's give this a rating. What anything else? Any thoughts before we send you off today?
Um, no,
No.
I like this. Visually, I think is what stands out to me in this movie, like the set design and just the idea of this analog,
Yep.
futuristic, like high tech society is really cool to me.
Well, remember, some of them were practical as well as CGI. In
Yeah,
fact, they built a replica of the spaceship. That's actually that's an actual
it's a
prop.
physical prop.
Yeah, but it what
Really?
they built a miniature and they shot it that way. Yeah, everything they not everything was like, practical, but he wanted to be as practical as he can be. There's just something that can't be like grim. I mean,
Right.
we got
Yeah,
the 2005. It looked
that was
okay.
cheesy.
I like this. I like this. It was really good. I mean, you
The
even hear
beard. I love the beard.
I know,
That
dude.
was so cool.
And you can hear him when he like, dip on the sauce. You can
Yeah,
hear
the
the
rocks clinking
rocks.
together.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I love it. And so I love this, the iteration of this the
I
thing
didn't
as they call it.
realize that it was filmed primarily in Hawaii.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I
So
saw
that's
that.
pretty cool.
Some of it was in Atlanta, but mostly was Hawaii.
Mostly in Hawaii. I'm just realizing my hand is right on Reed Richards' crotch this whole time.
That's how I know.
Uh, yeah.
Let's give a rating. What would you give this movie?
Now I got to be honest. I did think this was better than Superman, and I gave Superman an 8.5.
Wow.
I'll give this a 9.5. There's not a whole lot
Uh
that I don't like, not a whole lot that didn't work. And it's probably just me not understanding the characters as well. That Galactus can't travel faster than light.
That's why it's so nine. I'm
Yeah,
with you in this one. I'm this 9 out of 10.
yeah.
I think this movie is better than Superman. I think the way they did what I expected, what the
Without doing like an
oh,
origin
just a story.
story.
You can
Yeah.
go back and do it. Hey, James Gunn, look what Fantastic Four did. They
Give
did
us some
exactly what they did.
flashbacks of
You just
Superman.
need a flashback. You don't need, it doesn't have to be the entire thing, and it works. And you know what? This is my point. There probably are kids that's never seen the 2005, 2008, and 2015s. But now
I
they've seen this for the first time. They know how they got the power.
I took
That's
three of
what,
my kids to see it.
yeah?
My 12-year-old, my 8-year-old, and my 4-year-old, and she fell asleep because she's 4.
Yeah,
But
she's four.
she saw the opening scene and she's like, "It's a 4."
Yeah.
So yeah, but my other kids had never seen the
Oh,
2005.
oh.
So yeah,
But now they understand what. See, this is my argument when it comes to the Superman part. There are people that does have never seen Superman before, and you need a backstory or not an origin story, but an
yeah.
origin scene to where
There's
they're
an
coming
entire
from.
generation of people that
Never seen.
had never seen the past ones.
And my point is exactly, and that's why this movie is better than Superman. Is It's gonna make more money than Superman, in my opinion. And I think right now, I think the MCU is on the right track. So I love this film. Like I said, 9 out of 10, and I think both movies benefit from each other. You have to give that. Superman was good,
Yeah,
and people were excited for it, and that helps the Fantastic Four because they're like, oh man, if that one was good, this one's another one. Let's go see another super. So if both good, they both benefit each other. Unfortunately, Fantastic Four trumps Superman, and in my opinion, Thunderbolt also trumps Superman. But that's just my own thought because I feel like this was a movie about the Fantastic Four,
yeah.
about them. Superman, I know this isn't about Superman, but Superman was too many people. It was just compacted and it was just stuff with other things. But we pay attention. I mean, there
It
are
was
side.
crowded.
It was crowded. There were side characters that we like. But we love the Mr. Terrific. It
Jimmy
shouldn't,
Olsen.
yeah, Jimmy Olsen. It shouldn't be that way. It should be about Superman itself. But this is what happened when you have to do a world building in your universe. And unfortunately, Superman's characters suffer from that point of view because you have to build other character to be in this world. When Fantastic Four doesn't have to do that because they separate themselves from the six, was it 626? No, six one
616, yeah.
616, and they have the benefit of having this universe 828 to be able to do whatever they want with that world, and they focus on Fantastic Four. 9 out of 10, folks. That's why I give it. And so let us know what your thoughts are on Fantastic Four. Did you love it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think it's better than Superman, or do you think it's about the same? Either way, both benefit from each other, and I'm just happy that we got to see Superman on screen, and we enjoyed it. It was a fun movie, as well as Fantastic Four, which is a great movie. And so, let us know down below. I don't know what else we're gonna. Did you see before? Did you see the trailer for Avatar before
Oh,
Fantastic?
yeah, I did.
Okay, look, I am not an Avatar guy. I am not. I hate Avatar, the first one. I I don't like I like the second one better than the first one.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one, man. It
Yeah.
looks incredible.
Are
It
there two more?
I don't supposedly there's two more coming. Supposedly. So my like okay, everybody thought I know this is off story, but it's okay, just a little bit. I went to Disney World and we went to the Animal Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom has the Pandora World,
Oh, yeah.
and it has the ride where you're actually in a seat riding like you're on the what are those
The
animal
Banshees.
Banshees? It was so fun, dude. It is a great ride, and ever since then, I'm like, and the visual, the world is incredible. I saw that trailer and I'm like, okay, I'm actually excited for Avatar for the first time ever. And I saw Avatar 2 on in 3D,
Oh,
and
you did?
yeah, and this and the vi I
I
I
think I did
would
too. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything but like bad about the visual because even the first and the second, even the first one, the visuals are incredible. Incredible what James Cameron can do. I just don't like the story because it's been told over and
Sure.
over before. And I like how James can talk about superhero movie. It's been done over and over, same story. When you're dang Avatar, it's the same damn story too, James Cameron. Come on, man. But anyways, I thought the trailer looks cool, man. I don't know about
Yeah,
you.
it looked good.
So, but yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think. Comment down below, and we will be back with our next movie sometime. I don't know what the next movie is, but
Yeah. What's
until
coming out?
then, yeah, what is coming out?
I don't know.
I don't know. Peacemaker's
Something
coming
good.
out. Peacemaker,
Peacemaker.
yeah.
When does
Peace
season two come out?
August 21st, I believe.
Oh, okay. So
So
later this
this,
month.
yeah. And now apparently, oh man, James Gunn is full of, you know what? He said he would never do a multiverse. He said, we're not going to try to do a multiverse. Now they're doing a multiverse.
What?
Yeah, now they're saying there's a hundred world that is connected to this universe.
Which I mean, it's been done in plenty of DC IP before. It's like the
But
Injustice
but
stuff.
wait, but what, hey, he's new though. He's gonna do new things. No, he's not. He's gonna copy exactly what Marvel is doing, and he's gonna benefit from the fact that he has a that Marvel has already done it, and he's gonna hindsight 2020. He can copy it and make it better, I guess. Although I disagree with Superman. I like Superman, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's that great of a movie in my opinion. But anyways, what's the next thing that coming out? Not I don't think
I don't know. 28 years later, new Bridget Jones.
no, those are old, man.
When did those come out? Oh no,
28,
these are
28,
old. Sorry.
yeah, 28 years already come out. Oh, excuse me.
Let's see. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, folks, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and let us know what we can do better. And until then,